What's up guys, Vezuvius here, bringing you another episode of VP Plays. And in this episode, I'm going to play quite an old classic from the original Xbox. A game which a lot of people liked. It had a sequel, and it's got another game coming out in the series now. Star Wars Battlefront, everybody. The best Star Wars FPS there ever was. One of my favourite games, one of the first games I ever bought after I played it at one of my friends' houses when I was like 8, if that. So, let's begin. I'm just going to do a few skirmishes, I think. A few instant action matches. And I'll choose my favourite maps to play. Cloud City. Geonosis. And one more. We gotta do Mos Eisley. And I think that will do for now. If in the event I finish these 3 maps, then I'll come back and we'll do some more. Okay? So here we go. Cloud City. Bespin. Now this game actually taught me quite a lot about Star Wars, especially with the names of the planets. I would have never known that Cloud City orbited a planet called Bespin, or a gas giant called Bespin. Gotta look at this retro. This is old. This is like I can't remember when this game came out. It might have been 2004. So same. It's due for an anniversary edition, I'll tell you that. But there is a new Battlefront coming out, made by DICE, the creators of the Battlefield franchise, and now they're making Battlefront as well. So you can expect, you can look at their games now and expect what it might be. I'm hoping for a battle. I'm hoping for it to stay to its roots. I mean, the gameplay here is better than a lot of first-person shooters. I hope they maintain the classes and the vehicles and the command points, everything that made Battlefront. And I hope they just don't make a Battlefield version, a Star Wars version of Battlefield. One of the things I loved also is you can make people follow you. That's great. So even if you're on your own, you're never really on your own. And this is one of the best maps as well, because it's got this tall ledge around the outside with multiple command posts, and it offers a great opportunity to flank people. And look at them all bundled down there. One grenade will just, take them all out. Oh, I'm paying attention. Now, this is the map version here. Those 2 command posts that are still right at the top are the hardest to take at the moment. I mean, usually what I'll do now is I'm probably going to try and go around the edge and take that command post. But if I can't do it, then I'll have to go and capture the carbon freezing chamber. But if that's the case, then it's going to be very hard to capture this one with all of the enemies spawning there. So I've got they're the 2 choices I've got. But the good thing about the carbon freezing chamber is it's a bottleneck. This is more of an open space, but that means that, while I have a good vantage point, these guys have a lot of opportunities to see me from. But I don't think many are spawning here at the moment. They all seem to be concentrating on the main fight on the front. So I'm going to try and kill all these guys and take the command post quickly. Now the flashing of the command post there means there's an enemy and a good guy trying to do the same thing. I almost got it and they're going to take it back. All of my progress tarnished in one fell swoop. See, all of the enemies, they're all fighting over that walkway there. All the enemies come out and our guys here, look, just shoot down. It's quite a cool image, isn't it? Stormtroopers fighting the rebels. Ooh. These guys in orange are especially annoying. They have shotguns, or blast rifles I think they're called in this. But Wookiees like that as well. They got bowcasters and they're very, very similar, except they don't fire as much as a shotgun blast than the other guys do. See, I'm dying quite a lot here, but I'm taking out a lot of enemies. So you see the counter at the top, it's 151 to 58, and all these enemies are coming out the same place. But our guys are just up on these ledges, taking them out. And it looks like a few of our guys have pushed through and are going to try and take this place. Most of these guys will probably get taken out. For some reason they don't have the special ability, the skill that I do. They're all coming out from the carbon freezing chamber now. Might be in a bit of a pickle. It'd be helpful if there was a health machine around here somewhere to stand next to and get healed, but there isn't. As soon as these enemies start, the reinforcements start dwindling, as the announcer says, it'll be easier to take these command posts, because they're going to be much more dispersed around the map. And there'll be... what will probably happen is we'll probably win by elimination, by all the enemies being killed, rather than taking all the command posts of enemies remaining, because they all tend to stay quite close to their command posts, or in the line of fire. We'll probably have one guy that's in the carbon freezing chamber, which is something that's happened many times. He's throwing grenades at me. You. 7 guys left. Is that a guy? Alright, I've got this. See, look, if you look to my front on the map, there's a red guy there. He's going to probably stay there for a while now. And there's only 4 guys left. See, there's that one guy left there, and if I can get him before our forces will run in, so you can see them all piling through the front there. And there's a guy already running down here. He'll probably take him out. So he's seen him. He's firing. It's a sniper. Or a Wookiee. There's no sound in here. Hey, he's got him, look. Victory. I also love these victory scenes at the end here. They take a random screenshot from the fight and just put victory over it. And remember, in the sequel, Wars Battlefront 2, they just took the screen cap of you at the end. And wasn't nearly as good. So, there. Let's see if my nemesis. Nemesis means that I think it's the person that killed you the most. Or it's the person you killed the most. And bait is that as well. I'm not sure. Bait might be the one you killed the most. I got Public Enemy and Deadeye. Very nice. Medals are quite a cool thing in this game as well. Something which they did carry on to the second one, but the second one wasn't as simple as this one was. And I liked simplicity in this case. This is one of my favourite maps because of these beauties. Just tell guys to pile in, and they do. And this level can be quite hard to do because droids have the droidicas and they're like ruthless against. See, there's one there, look. But these missiles can take them out quite easily. You have to... A good thing is to try and get them before they open their shields. So like that guy and that guy. Protect your allies, especially in this position. Go back for rockets when you need them, because you will need them. I'm taking a hit. Now the enemy vehicles here probably won't do you much damage, especially with these guys roaming around. They normally get destroyed quite easily. But the main job for me at this point is to try and take out enough enemies so that they can take a command post, because the enemies have these ones already, you know, they have them already captured, and we only have one command post. Well, we have two technically. That one back there is more of just a spawn point. I think it can be destroyed, but might not be able to. They have the same thing with the Techno Union ships here at the back. These can be destroyed though. So that's, I don't usually concentrate on them now. I usually try and get possession of the map first. So this command post here looks like it's good for the taking. There's some guys coming out of the spire. This map was in the second one as well, but it wasn't nearly as good. It was more I don't know where they got it from. It wasn't like the movie. I mean, this isn't like the movie either, really. I think it was more like the movie than this one was. This is just like they saw Geonosis and they made this, and this was much better. There also was, in Wars Battlefront 2, there wasn't as many flying vehicles. Oh, for God's sake. There wasn't very many vehicles that could fly on the ground, if you know what I mean. Like the only ones that could were snow speeders, and that was it. There were no there's a map on this level called Naboo something. There's two maps, Naboo Theed and then another one. And that other one is like a big open field. And on there you can get in an X-Wing and just fly around. Same with the Tatooine Dune Sea. There's like a TIE fighter and X-Wings you can fly around. Or if you play as Republic, there's droid starfighters and Jedi starfighters. Don't really know why there are Jedi starfighters for the Republic, because they're not really Jedis, but that's the only thing they had. You gotta make do. Right, so we've got a command post here now. These guys should be able to hold it, but I'm always here if they can't. And we just gotta try and get possession of this one, but there's quite a lot of droids spawning here, and also these yellow arrows on the map are Geonosians. And on some of the maps, the last one wasn't one, there are indigenous species that are friendly to one faction or another. So if I was on Endor right now, then the Ewoks would be friendly to the rebels. If I was on let's think of another one. Well, this one, for example, the Geonosians are friendly with the droids. But there's also, in Tatooine, the Tusken Raiders aren't friendly with anybody. They're completely enemies to everybody. But the Jawas, they're friendly to everybody. They're neutral, if you will. They just go around and repair ships and things. Well, not ships, like vehicles, turrets. Oh, I think that was one of our own guys. Yeah, it was. Blue on blue. Or green on green in this case. In Battlefront 2 they changed it to blue.
We've captured a command
which is probably better seeing as I'm colourblind. But this doesn't seem to be very... This is alright. Well, these ATTs are a bit... They'll probably die in a minute. They've gone... That's what they normally do. They normally go around the edge and take out the units spawning. But because there's so many, they just take them out. And they just die. Right, we seem to be holding this part quite well. Making an assault around the edge here. I'm out of rockets.
We've destroyed the Techno-Union ships.
Oh, one of the Techno-Union ships is down. Let's have a look. Boom. If I were to destroy the Techno-Union ships, it would take like 40 rockets to be able to do it. Which is, I don't want to do that. I need to kill people, as we'll lose. I mean, I've had it several times where I've done that and lost. But these guys on my turrets, the turrets of the Republic gunship, are helping a lot. Even if they're not hitting anything, it acts as suppressive fire. Or so I'd like to think. It doesn't always. Sometimes the AI in this game are just not very good. There's no other way of putting it. They're a bit dumb. Nevertheless, they can still fight. Right, see, we're losing this position here a bit. Just need to lend my assistance, help our guys spawn a bit more. So these vehicles here, they're actually droids, but you can drive them. In the movies anyway, they're droids. Hellfire droids. Probably named after the Hellfire missile. And they've got missiles on them, that's probably why they've called them that. So this guy's on the turret here, I think he's been on there for a while now. Some extra guys are starting to spawn in. That Hellfire droid's been destroyed, just seen the wheels roll past. Another Republic gunship here, getting people in. Right, let's see what's going on over here. See, this command post is still riddled with enemies. But their fire's concentrating on these ATTs here, these walkers. If I can use that as a distraction and just kill them, then my allies should be able to flank through and get them. See, these turrets here, these like shockwave turrets. So we're going to say blast turrets or blast wave turrets. They're only good against infantry. They're not so effective with vehicles. Oh, come on, this is just... There we go. See, sometimes a few stray droids will walk past and try and take the derelict, or the derrick. Derelict, that's what it's called. Which is named after this crashed ship. But we're still winning in numbers, which is all that matters at this point, seeing as our forces can't get past the droids. But we're good at killing them. Maybe it's just me. It's mainly these guys in part that help. They come round to the main spawn points and just lay waste. Because there's a lot of guns on that thing.
We've lost the command post.
Right, so we lost this command post now. But there's the guys are still up here. Oh jeez, I can never tell how high I am. So I've got to the point now where I can almost tell who's firing based on the weapons. Now that guy firing just there was a commando. Because he used his pistol and then he switched to his EMP launcher.
Destroy the Techno-Union ships.
Now, in Wars Battlefront 2 they made those units exclusive. See, there he is. They made those units
We've captured a
so that you had to unlock them by killing, which was okay for me,
command post.
but for someone that wanted to just play that class straight off, they had to wait and play like a regular class before they could unlock it.
Captured a command post.
But if I were to choose two Battlefronts out of the first and second one, despite the fact the second one has space battles, I would choose this one still, because just that it's much better, I think. A better experience. What happened there? Oh, I hit another ship. So you can hear the droid there just issue a command. They can do it as well as I can. Sometimes it's annoying that these cannons have oh, god damn it. Did the other one get destroyed too? I suppose I can lend my services on the ground now.
Destroy the Techno-Union ship.
Or at least wait for one to respawn. I haven't crashed one of those in ages. And it's on video as well. Well, there's only 8 guys left, so
Separatist forces have lost
we'll start capturing command posts from them now, picking off the last guys.
We've captured
This
the
guy's
spire.
going to cause some problems. Let's see if the gunship will do anything about it. That wasn't such a good throw, was it? That was better.
We've
Go on.
destroyed the Techno-Union ships.
Right, let's mop up the cleanup operation now. We'll probably end up winning by killing everybody, but just so we make sure. I'm just taking precautions now.
We've captured a command post. We've captured a command
One
post.
thing they did add in Battlefront 2 that was better is that they added a sprint. This could really come in handy. Right, there's only one Techno-Union ship left now. I bet everybody's like pounding on them at the moment. Where's the last guy? Oh, that's not the one. He's in the spire at the moment. He's shooting at a turret that belongs to us. He's dead. Victory. Brilliant. Right. So that's 2 out of 3. I only died once. 99 kills. Impressive. That's high for me. This guy got 34 kills. What was he in? He was a droidica. I was his nemesis. I bet I'm all their nemesises. Nemesises? Nemesis? Yeah. Another thing they added in Battlefront 2 that wasn't as good is that they added points rather than kills. Well, there were kills as well, but there were like points towards it, and that's how you unlock stuff. Like you unlock to be a hero. I rathered it when the heroes were just on the map as obstacles. I mean, I've turned that off. I've turned that off for a while now because I found it annoying just having an invincible hero that killed you in one hit. I mean, there was a way to kill them, but the only way you could kill them is by knocking off a cliff. Which is something I did quite a lot on Vespin platforms. Especially easy to throw a grenade at the foot of a Jedi and he'd fly right off the edge. There's no other way to kill him otherwise. Right, the cantina. I normally jump over here and lay down. So there's a Jawa. And you can actually lie down in this game. If I can figure out how to do it. There we go. You can't do that in Battlefront 2. This game felt very Star Warsy as well.
Command post.
That's even a term. Very faithful to the films, I thought. I also liked it when a classic game used movie clips in the campaign. This is something that it did do that in the Galactic Conquest, and yeah, in the Galactic Conquest when you invaded a map, it showed a little cutscene before. I think the second one did that too, because there was in this game there's 2 maps for every place, and to take over a whole planet you have to do 2 fights. So if I wanted to take over Tatooine, I'd have to do this one, Mos Eisley, and the Dune Sea, which is like a more vehicle-orientated, bigger map rather than this city map. So the strategy I normally do on this map is just work my way around clockwise. I've taken the cantina, and I'll try and take out as many people here, and go in here and capture the command post. But normally this is their like main command post. So there's often a lot of people here. Some hard resistance. And the visibility isn't so good because there's multiple levels, and I mean up here you can barely like see up. You gotta be careful. So there's lots of guys up here. I've fallen off. Oh, there's grenades everywhere. That guy, I think he killed himself. Oh jeez. Lucky that guy didn't get an opportunity to shoot at me. Yeah, for God's sake, I've never fallen off this much before in my life.
I hear something. Over there. Enemy in range. Over there.
Oh, got me. The resistance proved too strong. But there's a big old fight going on. I don't even know what that command post is called. One of them is called the shops. Yeah, the cantina, the hangar, I think the shops is over there. There's lots of enemies in here now. Normally it's not a problem for me, but
Enemy in range.
unlike Star Wars Battlefront 2, there aren't cheats for this game. In Star Wars Battlefront 2 there's an infinite ammo cheat and an infinite health cheat. I'm going to try and go around this way this time, see if it's any easier. It probably will be because this is a very tight space. Throw a grenade in there, it's going to take out a whole bunch of enemies.
I hear something. I hear something. Over there. Take cover. Get down.
Yeah, there's loads of them in there.
Over there.
I need to walk around to the door.
Over there. Enemy in range.
Try to bounce grenades off the walls and try and take out some enemies. They all bunch up in the corners. And luckily this place has a health droid which is really useful to stand next to. If I can find it. There it is. Here, have that.
Incoming. Objective acquired.
Victory is imminent. Get down.
Right, no more enemies are going to be spawning here now.
We've
So this turned out to be easier than taking that main command. But, oh, this is the shops. Right, let's try and one last push for this command post. There's me a lot of guys here now. Oh, there's only 9 guys left. Two guys, and they might be both in here. There's one. Where's the last guy? Oh, there he is, over by the cantina. He's dead now. Victory. That was a great picture. Black screen. Right, well, I think we'll call that one a day. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.